If you have any questions, you can type in your questions in the chat, or you can raise your hand and I'll be happy to help you with any questions. If you can remain muted during the session, will be great. That way we will avoid the background noise. And again, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand or type in your questions. All right. So on the screen, we will see the agenda of the session. This payment posting 100 is the first training of 2 that we deliver for payment posting. The reason why we have 2 sessions is because this session, the one that you are taking today, this will cover how to post payments manually in the system. And I'll be explaining the reason why you will get payments that you need to post manually and why there are some payments that you will need to post electronically. Now, this payment posting session, the first of the 2 sessions, is free for everyone. This is a one-to-many training, so you can join as many times as you want. The second part of the training, or the second course, the second session that we deliver, it will be a one-on-one training. We will be working directly in your account with your electronic payments, and you have to request it. Okay, I'll give you some instructions on how to request it in a few more minutes. So this particular training session will cover how to manually post payments, not electronic payments, manually posting payments. We will dive into defined payment window, how to manually post insurance payments, and then review the updated claim status after we post these payments. All right. I will be working from my training demo account, and the first thing that I want to do from here is explain to you why there are some payments that you will need to post manually and why there are some payments that you need to post electronically. Okay, so we can all be in the same page. Yes, Yancy, do you have a question?
Before we get started, I don't know if we're gonna take care of it on this session or if it's a different one, but on posting charges, like say you're posting the 99214, but you accidentally posted a physical with it. Is there a way to delete the duplicated one that we don't need, or is it?
Okay. You mean like when you posted incorrectly, like 2 codes, and you need to delete one?
There's a 99214, which is an established patient, and then there's 99382, which is a new
Yes.
physical.
Yes. So there are some things, DNC, that we will get in the system automatically. So for example, the codes that you need to post, they will be there in the system for you. All you have to do is add the amounts. So there is a way for you to delete incorrect amounts. I'll show you that. But the codes, I mean, if you, by mistake, you added a code incorrectly, I mean, you don't have to worry about the codes because they will be there automatically for you.
Okay. This one is in the rejection bucket. And I'm thinking that's why it's being rejected, is because it was double billed with the office visit.
Got it. So you are talking about a rejection, not a denial, not a payment. It is a rejection. Got it. Yeah. So do you have in that rejection, do you have the details on how to fix it? I mean, I believe maybe the best option will be to call the insurance so they can help you finding out.
I believe it was how I'm saying the 99382 with the 994. So one of them have to be deleted. I just don't know how.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can help you with that, but that will be a little bit out of topic because we are covering how to post payments. But if you have some time right after the session, I can spend some time with you and I can help you fixing that.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. So let's go back to our training screen right here. I am sharing my demo account. I will be navigating to my settings, first of all, because I want to make sure that we are all understanding why you will be posting payments manually and why there are some payments that you have to post electronically. I will be clicking on my settings, insurance companies. All right. And from this screen, everyone, can access their settings, and you will be able to see not the same information. We may have information that is different, but this will display the list of all the insurance companies that you are currently using within your practice, right? As you can see at the far right of the screen, we have a few columns. We have one for claims, one for eligibility, one for ERAs. The ERAs column is the one that will let you know if you are receiving payments electronically for this insurance company or if you are getting the payments through a physical document, okay? Whenever you add an insurance company into your settings, you have to make sure that this insurance company is approved for ERAs, eligibility, and claims. If your ERA section says, non-applicable, the payer does not support ERAs, or the enrollment is required, or you are in the middle of the enrollment, you most likely will be getting the payments from this insurance via, a physical paper mailed to your office. All right. If this is approved right here, this is my training demo account, so I don't really have any approvals, from an insurance company regarding ERAs. But if yours says approved, you will be getting electronic remittance.
If it says
Okay.
approved.
So
Yeah.
how to find the electronic remittance? You will be going to Clearinghouse, and this is where we will be posting the electronic payments, and that's covered in the second part of this training. Okay. We will not be covering how to post electronic payments here. It's only the manual process when you are not enrolled and not approved for ERAs. All right. So the first thing that I want to do here is navigate to my track claim status window. I want you to see the statuses of all of my claims. All right, so you will see how I have just a few claims on the screen. All of these are in no response status right now. All right. Remember, if you have taken Biller Part 3 already, we talked about the no responses and why you will be getting no responses. Just a quick refresher on no responses. This will be triggered by the contracts and fees, right? So if I go to my settings and I click on contracts and fees, right, I have a few fees over here. Do you see how it says e-claims 21 and paper claims? Yeah, of course, this is my training demo account, so disregard the number. But this will say, 30 days, 31 days. It depends on the insurance. This is the amount of days that will take the insurance company to send you a response. So after you bill the claim, this is how, the insurance company will be taking your claim, processing your claim within 21 or 30 days, and then they will be sending you a payment or a denial, right? That's the meaning of these numbers right here. If after this amount of days over here, you didn't get any response at all, most likely the system will change your statuses from pending insurance to no response. Okay, so that's what it means, when you have no responses in your system. Now, right before you call the insurance and you follow up, we recommend you to post all of your payments. 99% of the times, the no responses claims will be fixed by posting the payments. Maybe the response that you are looking for is listed in your payments. Okay, so that's why before calling the insurance and following up, we recommend you to post all of your payments. All right. Now, I want to show you my explanation of benefits. Well, my explanation of payment, actually. This is a fake document that I created only for training purposes, okay? I have it in my computer as a PDF because I was creating the document as a PDF originally. This is just for you to have an idea where to find the information, but keep in mind that all the insurance will be different and they can send you an explanation of payment in a, via physical mail. They can just send you the paper. So all this information that I have here, you might get it in a paper. Okay. Again, all of this is fake. My patients, the amounts, the payments that we will be posting, this is only for documentation purposes. If you scroll down, well, you will see how my explanation of payment has, all this information here. So I have a fake check number, all these details about the insurance. Down below here, we have how the insurance made the payment. And if I scroll down, we have a section with the breakdown of the payment. All right. Now, sometimes I get the question, so how do I pull up the PDF in my computer? Yeah, this is only because this is the example that I'm using for the training. you might not get a PDF from the insurance. You will be getting a physical paper with, kind of the similar information that I am showing right now on the screen. Okay, so just to be clear, right there. Now, the idea when you get this document from the insurance is you will be taking this information from this document, okay, the breakdown of the payment, what the insurance paid, the deductible copay the insurance is sending you, and you will be creating a new payment in the system based on your document. Okay, that's what we will review today. And that's the main purpose of this training, for you to learn how to take all of this that you have in this explanation of payment and add it into Tebra. Okay. Now, again, remember that I'm getting this explanation of payment because I am not enrolled in ERAs. All right. Okay, so we have Debbie. Yes, Debbie. Go ahead.
Is explanation of payment the same as EOB?
Correct, it is.
Yes, it's pretty similar. I mean, EOB stands for explanation of benefits, and this is an explanation of payment, but it's pretty
Same
similar.
thing.
You know,
Synonymous,
yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, explanation of benefits. I know it's also used when you are checking benefits from the insurance. So they will send you an explanation of benefits. But since we are talking about the payments, we refer to it as EOB or explanation of payment. All right. So for you to post a payment manually in the system, I recommend you to always go into your encounters and find your payments. We want you to make sure that you are not duplicating any payments when you are posting this document right here. So the first thing that I will do is go to my encounters, click on find payments down here, and I will be navigating to my all tab. Okay, so I can have visibility of all the payments that I have ever documented in the system. Can be patient payments, can be insurance payments. I will uncheck the show on applied only so I can have visibility of all the payments, and I will be getting the check number from the EOB, and I will copy the number and just paste it in here just to make sure that I'm not duplicating the payment, that I don't have any results. Sometimes when you are in the middle of an enrollment process, the insurance company might send you an ERA and an EOB for the same claim. So as a best practice, we recommend you to always come and look for the payment when you have a paper check or an explanation of payment, so we can make sure that we are not duplicating it. Since I don't have any results over here, when I look for the payment, I will be creating a new payment at the bottom left. Okay. Now, if you are 100% sure that this payment is not in the system, I recommend you to go to encounters and say receive payment. Okay. So this is how we are creating a new payment manually for an insurance in the system. Receive payment. All right. So this screen will give you two different tabs. We have the general tab, and if I switch, I have the apply tab. The apply tab will be for you to add the patient, the service date, the codes, and you will be posting the payment from here, from the apply tab. The general tab is for you to enter general information about this payment. Remember what we said before. We will be taking what the insurance company have sent before, and we will be adding all these payment details into our general tab. All right. You will notice how some information will appear by default. For example, method of payment, electronic fund transfer appears by default. The post date is here by default. This post date that you see on the screen is the date that we are creating the payment in the system. Okay. You can change that, but we don't recommend you to do it because this will be helpful for reports. Right? All right. Tamara, do you have a question? Okay. Very good. Remember that you can type in your questions in the chat as well. Very good. So the post date is the date that you are creating the payment in the system. The batch number, the first field that you can see on the screen, this will be for you to track the person who created or documented the payment. Just to give you an example, this will be great for practices that are hiring more than one bidder. So if I have a group of billers and I have, I don't know, I am reviewing the payments, the reports, and I want to, ask a question about a specific payment, I can refer back to the batch number and get back to that specific person for, any questions. My recommendation for a batch number is to copy and paste the post date into the batch field and add your name or your initials. Okay, so we can identify the person who created the payment in the system. Down below here, we have an insurance section. So I will be clicking the box that says insurance, and I will be selecting the right insurance company. Remember, all of this is matching what we got, in the EOB. So insurance company here, insurance company here. The adjudication date is the date of the check. It will always appear in your EOBs. If you don't see the check number or the check date or the amount or the breakdown and the details of the payment, you have to contact the insurance. Okay, so I already have here a check date. I will be getting the date and adding it in adjudication over here. And then we have a method of payment. The method of payment will be by default electronic fund transfer. So if you are getting something different from the insurance, for example, in my case, I am getting a virtual card payment from the insurance, I will be changing this option from electronic fund transfer to credit card. Okay, so we can match what we have in our paper. Now, I have also gotten questions before regarding, these card payments. So how do we process this payment? Has this something to do with Tebra payments? Can we use that to process the payments? The answer is no. Tebra payments will be used only for patient payments if you need to record the credit card of the payment of the patient. But this one right here is an insurance payment. So you have to process it separate. You have to have your card reader. You need to go to the bank. Do whatever you have to do, but this is not something that we can process through the system. Okay, this is only what we are doing here is pretty much documenting what you received from the insurance. Okay, we are not processing any actual payments. Now, in the reference number field, I will be adding the check number so we can use it as a reference. So let's copy the check number, paste it in here, and the amount is the full amount of the payment. Now, this right here is a very basic example. I only have one patient, as you can see, Elliot Walls, and the only payment that we received was for one single patient, right? However, if you received an EOB, a payment from an insurance for 25 patients or 60 patients, you have to create one single payment for all 60 patients. Okay, and I'll show you how to do it. We have a way to add more than one patient in the same payment. For now, I will be adding the amount that was paid in full for this payment, for this EOB. I will be going back to Tebra and add the full amount here. All right,